Welcome back everyone to Illusion of Gaia. I am Markus and today we're gonna start our adventure through the dungeon of the continent of Mu, and this is gonna be a long dungeon. This is the point where the dungeon starts to become really spindly, windily, all over the place, and the enemies are also really freaking tanky. This gigantic rock golem, not only do you have to worry about their rocks keep spewing all over the freaking place, but you also have to be careful about its ginormous health. Fortunately, there are a couple of places where you can basically put yourself in order to avoid this attack when he throws up his arm like that, because apparently the earth box only counts with the way the rock gets blown out of his body. So yeah, be very careful about your movement. This is not only gonna be the only enemy. There's gonna be a freaking annoying bastard in this dungeon. This is really a dungeon that I did not enjoy. You can see we have a lot of water on the underside here. What this dungeon is basically going to entail is going to be us running around all over the place in order to find a way to drain this entire continent and get to the core of the dungeon, where we're going to find the next mystic statue and most likely even a way out of here. And yeah, we also saw the second biggest annoying fucker of an enemy, that teleporting whiz robes. Those freaking things that would just go all over the place and shoot the most erratic magical projectile you can ever see in a video game. Just to be assholes. There they are. And you can't really bombard them with hits either. It's just, you hit them once, they disappear. They don't leave many margin of actual way for you to handle them. Come on. Yeah, this is basically the reason why I dislike this dungeon. It's very running around. We basically have 4 big areas, as you probably can see. Maybe there's even someone in between. But it didn't seem like that. It basically seemed like there were 4. I should have watched the map, honestly. I did not watch the map, and yeah, damn it, my life. I only have 3 herbs. Yeah, I have to be very careful about this. Damn it! First death. Thankfully, I have some extra lives, and the death doesn't really come with the respawning of enemies killed. Thank God. If I didn't have any extra lives, then yeah, this would have all started all the way back from the very beginning. But now that I have like 4 of them, thankfully, we are still in the freaking green of having actual checkpoints. Come on! Yeah, stay there and die, thank you. This dungeon is basically all like this. It's very big, sturdier enemies, and a lot of narrow passageway, and a lot of basically running around in the same places all the time. Not exactly the best of time. Yeah, this is a room we're gonna be visiting later, and we have nothing to do there right now. Oh my god. Get here. Come here, you asshole. There you go. If you are lucky and he decides to basically constantly spawn within the near vicinity of you, it's an easy enemy to take care of. Otherwise, it's gonna be annoying as hell to deal with. Now we have a byway over here. We have to go both directions. Another issue with how this dungeon is structured, because we have these gigantic rooms, which are all filled with water. It means that as long as there's water inside the area, we won't be able to actually face all of the enemies in an area. So we're gonna go a hell of a long time without taking any sort of upgrade. So the feeling of getting stronger and maybe starting a bit rough on a dungeon, but then mauling everything by the end. Yeah, this is not gonna be apparent in how Mu is structured as a dungeon. Because we're basically only going to run around and not be able to collect any single item. Now, we see these two statues. They are looking at something. If we meet them in the middle, we find what they are looking for. The hint was with the fact that we have this exact type of statue, which were both looking at a treasure box, as you saw lie here. This is basically our hint that if we, where the eyes meet, a treasure has been buried. Will, I've been thinking. It appears as if the treasure chest is in the exact same spot where the line of visions between both the statues cross. I wonder if this is supposed to mean something. Maybe not. Lily, you really should have given us that hint beforehand. Instead of waiting. Damn it. Do I want to risk it? Oh, come on. Now, you see, we are in a bit of a situation now, because I only have one sliver of health. But the boss in this place is a pain in the ass. It's probably the hardest boss in the game. So, I am... Oh, thank you. The 5 HP heal is something that I really needed at the moment. Damn it! I'm trying to avoid getting hit, but I'm doing a shit-ass job about it. Like I said, the boss in this area, it's annoying as hell, so I want to keep my free herbs. And I'm basically weighing my options. Do I risk losing a life, or do I use an herb from my very, very limited supply? Yeah, let's take the Statue of Hope and put this on the altar, so that a small ritual can get started. And oh my god, I love this because I know where this is going to be referenced in another Quintet game, and it's basically the exact same situation. I love it. The sun god, Rama. The ocean holds a power. And there we go. With that, we have successfully drained the first level of water. Huh, there's less water than before. It looks like we can now explore new areas. Yeah, but that also means there are more enemies running around, including all those annoying as fuck wizards. And I hope we can actually meet a dark space sooner rather than later. Or maybe someone else that will... Damn it! Another life wasted. Well, I still have 3 of them, so it's not like I'm running that low. These freaking slimes are so annoying because they are easy. They're very easy to take down, but they also have very quick movements. So you really are on the risk of getting ambushed by them all the time. At the very least, they do drop new silver coins, so at the very least I can recoup one of the lives I lost. Now, this is the point of the dungeon when everything starts to get really twisted and topsy-turvy. Fuck off, you asshole. Because as you saw before, we have to find all these little staircases that will bring us on a lower level. and there are a lot of them that are sparse throughout the entire dungeon. This is the point where you might be starting to get lost. Even as I practice this section, shortly before starting this, it's starting to get really annoying because my memory is getting all lopsided and everything. Oh, thank God, another healing. I'm sorry if I get nervous when I see those enemies pop up, but it's an instinctive reaction. We can call it like bad memories from playing Zelda 1. And these worm-like enemies, these things cannot be defeated. So you have to avoid them at all costs. Which is gonna be easier said than done in some places because the game likes to put them in the most awkward as fuck situations ever. It's almost like those spiraling fireballs in Sky Garden. There are some places where you feel you're always going to eat them regardless of what you're going to do. Oh, damn it. Yeah, worst part about waking up this guy. You see, this game can be a little shit at times with enemy placement. We still have 2 enemies, but I think they are in the lowest section of the dungeon, so yeah. Not exactly the best! Stay down. Thank you! At least I got back my extra life from before, and there seemed to be a dark portal in the vicinity. So let's try and reach it from here. No, not there. I don't think we can reach it from here. These little sections over there, those are gonna be extremely important for later. Because this dungeon is basically gonna be a will show. It's basically gonna do almost everything in this place. Because of how the dungeon is structured. So yeah, don't expect to see Friedan a whole lot. Although it will show up for the final boss. Come on. Those spikes are timed. Yeah. And it really seems like you have barely enough time. Now, this is the cave where we should be entering. Come on. Come on. I hate these guys. They really piss on me trying to explore this place with some sort of swiftness. They are... now, this area... There we are. This is an annoying placement of this type of enemies because... There, I died again. You can barely notice that you take damage sometimes. Come on. There we go! Fuck off. You see, you try and move past one, but the other one is too short, so it will catch you basically midway. It almost feels like unavoidable damage at times, so we got through a dark space. Thank God. Let's refill our health. Thank you, Gaia. Will's power is a Psycho Slider. Pass through narrow corridors using this power. Be careful not to overlook the cracks in the cliff. Yeah, thanks for that. And continue our journey. The Psycho Slider is what we are going to get from this statue. It's also a nice attack, because it does a lot of damage. But it also makes you feel like you've lost some of your control, so... Your choice if you like to use it. At the very least, it's gonna be helpful against those freaky Wizrob enemies. Push the attack button when running. Thank you! Now I'm gonna show it right here. You basically run, push the attack button, and you go right there. Like you're Ringo Gattuso tackling the knees of your player in front of you. Yeah, Gattuso. This is how old I am. I don't know if anyone follows football over here and knows who the hell am I talking about. And I mean actual football, which Americans call soccer. Just to distinguish it. I don't know why and NFL, it's American football when you don't actually use your freaking foot, but I think at this point they're just rehashing stuff that people say all the time, so I'm gonna move on. I'm not a sporty type anyway. The fact that I just mentioned a soccer football player from 2006 Italy should give you all the clues that you need to figure out from how much I have not been following soccer over here. Football, not soccer. I am European, not American. Fucking hell. You see, this light does a lot of damage. And I can actually combo. Oh, I hate this section. So if you manage to take advantage of it, it's not that bad. It's just a little unwieldy. You fuck off with your throwing rocks. Damn it. This is like the worst possible placement for these golems because you have that freaking... There you go. This freaking worm over here is gonna do nothing but basically waste your life bar by being absolutely annoying. Ooh, a statue has been revealed. I wonder what it's pointing towards. Go away. Freaking spikes. And we have another golem right over here. Die, please die. Get out of the freaking way, thank you. Anything else? Oh, our first actual power-up, thank God. And it's a strength increase, yeah, really, just what I freaking needed. Now, it should be over here that we're going to find our second Statue of Hope. And with that, we can actually backtrack towards the room with the second room of hope. I'm not gonna cut because there's a section, it's a section that we haven't really explored all that well. But now that the enemies are gone, it really should not be taking me too long to get back to it. It's just another slide where we have to infiltrate ourselves in order to move on. And we go on the other side here, and then we move